this one, number 19. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch to contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Trent Grisham leading things off and takes a strike.
First pitch, 6:35.
Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Hauls it in for the out. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. This is a ball club that can really slug. Lots of homers, lots of extra base hits. And Chris, that of course a huge part of success in the standings for this group.
Well, if you're going to be successful in today's game, you've got to be able to hit the ball over the fence. Just defensively, very hard to find the holes. And when you're talking about guys, coming out of the bullpen, throwing 95 and above, very difficult. It's hard to string together 2, 3, 4 hits to score those runs. So definitely critical to hit those homers, get the extra base knocks, and that's exactly what they've been doing.
On the ground, right side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and they don't get the out.
And with that kind of power at the plate, they'll gladly take the single to the opposite field.
One down. Here comes Cody Bellinger. Yeah, that's fouled off. Power is such a big part of the success that we see with the good teams in the league right now, and even in the postseason. Left field, way back there. Laureano ranging back. That one is gone. Third home run of the season. The Yankees score first. It's 2-0. Singy, that's his 199th career home run.
Well, 200 homers is an exciting number for anyone to get to. He's got to be looking forward to that next one a lot. There was a cutter away. Kind of works like a slider. You've got to stay on it, let it travel a little bit, and then get your arms extended. Really good piece of hitting right there.
Base is empty, one away, and Paul Goldschmidt will come up to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Pretty smart not to serve something up for him right there. He's really good at hitting the first pitch.
And here it comes. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Mullins sizing this one up. Calls it in, 2 away.
Batting fifth, second baseman.
2 outs, base is empty.
Jr.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. That one is upstairs. Swing and a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. And now they've got some...
Runner takes off. Ball misses. Throw, safe. Chisholm on at second with 2 down. Gets the slider in there for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Two outs. Back now at Oriole Park. And on the hill in this one, Will Warren. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Cedric Mullins leading things off and takes a strike.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
On the ground, Peraza. And they get Mullins for the out.
Batting second, the shortstop.
All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out. A lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
Gunnar Henderson in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Next offering upstairs.
2 balls, no strike.
1 out, base is empty. Next offering in there for a strike. Strike 1. Right through there for a strike. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And that one is lifted in the air. Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in. 2 down.
Batting third, catcher, Adley.
Here's Adley Rutschman, a former first-round pick, and he's really turned into a nice everyday player.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
And there's a strike.
He threw that fastball right by him, gives him a little bit of confidence. But in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
A little bit high, maybe. And the count is 1-1. That one the other way. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. They trail things here 2-0. Top of the second, and now Austin Wells.
Catcher, Austin Wells.
Just missed. Next offering is fouled back. And he pumps it a strike.
1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a ground ball. Whips it to Mountcastle, and quickly 1 away in the second.
Batting 8th, the designated hitter, Jason Dominguez.
In now is the Yankees DH, Jason Dominguez. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Foul ball. And the 0-2. And there's a fly ball deep right field. That's going back. Back some more. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And a foul ball. That one finds the zone. 0-2.
This strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. 2 outs, base is empty. Foul ball, still 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Right side. Whips it to Mountcastle. Out number 3. Yanks held in check. They're up 2-0. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now it's the DH, Ryan O'Hearn. Warren back to work. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Line to left, and that's just foul. Going to count 1-2. To the right side. In plenty of time to first. One up, one down.
Batting 5th, first baseman, Ryan Mountcastle.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. First pitch misses.
You know, it didn't take Mountcastle long to make a splash at the major league level. In 2021, he became the first rookie to lead the Orioles in home runs since Kurt Blefary in 1965.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. On the run, throw to first, and they get the out.
Batting 6th, right fielder, Heston.
Next to hit, Heston Kjerstad.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
2 down, nobody on. Now a check swing, but he held up. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
2-2.
Goes down looking. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles, and they're down 2-0. Back here in Baltimore, new inning getting started. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Trent Grisham. In the air, left field. Laureano hauls it in for the out, and there's 1 down.
Up next for the Yankees, right fielder, Aaron Judge.
Here comes Aaron Judge. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right.
As a batter, he's known for performing better in these night games. He might start 2 for 2 in this one.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Judge over the top.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
That one misses, and that is ball one. And delivers outside. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
That was a tough slider right there. He couldn't get a piece of it just to try to keep the at-bat alive. And hitters will tell you that slider, when a guy's able to really tunnel the pitch where it looks like a fastball and then late has really good bite, so tough to lay off of because you've made the decision you don't want to get beat by a fastball, and then you swing and you miss. You go back to the dugout shaking your head.
Stretches out and hauls it in. So the Yanks go in order as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. And we're back. Now the third baseman, Ramon Urias. Urias in his 5th season, 30 years old now, and he's a native of Mexico. Line drive, caught.
Quick reactions down there at first, and those can be tougher than they look sometimes. There could be all kinds of weird spin or knuckling action on the baseball.
Here's a speed threat, Jackson Holiday. That one's in there. That's strike one. And a sweeper misses for a ball. That missed by a lot. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that's downstairs and outside. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Ramon Laureano stands in here. Takes ball 1 low. There's a strike.
1-1.
In the air to left down the line. Bellinger moving under this one. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Out of the 4th, Paul Goldschmidt now. Chris, you played here in 2002. What are the memories that stand out as to being a member of the Baltimore Orioles?
For me, it was just pulling into the parking lot and having those that were there with an encouraging smile or a pat on the back, regardless of how things were going. It made it a lot easier to come to the ballpark, whether you were doing well or you were struggling. And then the way that they treated your family. I mean, this is a great place to play, and I'd say it's got to be one of the top places in all of baseball.
And you had a cameo in the movie Moneyball as an Orioles player in a highlight clip. And now the count is even. Fights it off. He'll see another. Here's a 2-2. And that's outside. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. That K is his third of the game.
Really good battle right there. And that final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. And ball 1. Pop foul out of play off to the right. One down, base is empty. Check swing, and he went. And the count is 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that split caught a lot of the zone. Definitely a hittable pitch, but coming off the fastball the pitch before, it's kind of tough to recognize. You notice there's something different about it. He threw it with the same arm action, same release point, and he left it up. But the movement and the change of speeds, that was enough to do the job.
Two down, base is empty. And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. Called strike right there. Two outs. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Here's the 0-2. Next offering popped in the air, right field, and it drops in. And that keeps the inning alive. Austin Wells digs in now, grounded out his first time. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Volpe off of first with 2 away. Check on the runner, and he's back in on a dive. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one's deep. That one's back. Gone into the flag cord. Home run number 5 on the season. It's 4-0. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Dominguez batting for the second time, and that's strike 1.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
And 1-2.
1-2.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. It's now a 4-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back now at Oriole Park, John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Cedric Mullins. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
No ball.
He's pitching
One
well,
strike.
but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Now 1-1.
1-1.
You know, these Orioles just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to. The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Henderson.
Man at first, nobody out. And next for the Orioles, Gunnar Henderson. Inside, just missed.
1 ball.
Well, here's
No
a good
strike.
opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Ball 2. 2-0.
Right through there for a strike. Swings and misses. That is strike 2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Stays alive. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That one not close. Full count now.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10. Swing and a miss at 96. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how'd I miss?
Runner on the go. Pitch is high. And it's safe. It's a stolen base.
You don't usually see teams try to claw back into games by being aggressive on the base pass like this, but it's still early in this one. This kind of tells me they're going to try to tackle this one run at a time instead of waiting back for a big 3-run homer.
1 out and a runner at second. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Warren checks the runner. Mullins back on a dive.
No, that's a ball.
Well, usually a high level of
2 balls.
confidence
No
when
strike.
you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
The 2-0 is in for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Man at second. And that's off the inside edge. 3-1 now. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Peraza makes the grab. 2 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Ryan O'Hearn.
Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. 0 for 1 so far. Swung up, belted. Deep. That one went back there. And that one's going to land not so much here, but here. He sends it out of here. It's 4-2.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Two outs, nobody on. Ryan Mountcastle, the next to hit. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play.
Strike 2.
And that is downstairs.
One ball,
And it's 1 and 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one at 95 missed up top, and it's 2 and 2. Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Now batting, right fielder, Heston.
So next to hit for Baltimore,
Kjerstad.
Heston Kjerstad. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That's in there. That's strike 1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0 and 2.
0 and 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere,
1 and 2.
then you got a chance.
Ball 1 there.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now 4-2. Back after this on the show. We go to the top of the 5th, and stepping in for the Yankees, Oswald
Leading off for the
Peraza.
Yankees, third baseman, Oswald Peraza.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Movement in the Orioles bullpen. Gregory Soto getting loose out there. Cano, the right-hander, loosening up as well. On the ground to the left. And that's a fair ball.
Now batting, the center fielder, Trent
Now here's
Grisham.
Trent Grisham. 0 for 2 in this one. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Grisham, first-round pick of the Brewers in 2015. And there's a foul ball. Peraza on at first, nobody out. This to third. Urias. Off balance feed. There's one. Back to first, and that is a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. 1 for 2. Just missed. And a ground ball to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Yankees 4 and the Orioles 2. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the third baseman, Ramon Urias.
Ramon Urias.
Warren back to work. Not even close there. Ball 1.
You know, these Orioles, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
And another ball.
3-0.
And there's the automatic. And a sweeper catches the plate.
Now, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
Soft contact in the air and foul ball. That one ripped. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit.
And into the box for Baltimore, Jackson Holliday. Struck out swinging his first time. Just missed.
1 ball, no strike.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Last half of inning number 5.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
And that's downstairs. Ball 2. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Ryan Yarbrough up and throwing. Matzik getting loose as well. Man at second. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. It's off the mark and he scores.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Laureano comes up to hit. Fly to left his first time. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
No ball, 1 strike.
In for a strike. 0-2 now.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Next offering upstairs.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. 1 at second. Out out on the toss to the pitcher. It's a 3-6-1 double play.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, is one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there, they made it look pretty easy.
Now it's going to be Cedric Mullins. And first offering is fouled off. And that one upstairs.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
That one almost got him. Two down, nobody on. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now a 4-3 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show.
Now pitching.
We're back,
for the
and they make a
Orioles.
change to start the sixth.
Number
The new pitcher,
65.
Gregory Soto. This
Gregory
southpaw's been really good against
Soto.
left-handed hitters. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger.
Left fielder,
One home
Cody
run shy
Bellinger.
of 200 for his career. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Bellinger with just one more homer to reach the 200 career mark. Pitch misses there. Ball one.
You know, we usually talk about bigger numbers when it comes to homers, but only about 400 major leaguers have ever hit 200 round trippers in their careers.
Dives and he can't hang on. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He was all
Now
over
batting,
that
the
one.
first
That pretty much
baseman,
split the
Paul
zone down the
Goldschmidt.
middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt.
Let's go defense!
Goldie in his 14th season, over 1,000 runs batted in his career. He joined the team as a free agent. Up the middle, dive, and he's got it. And he beats it. He's safe.
Now batting, second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. That's in there, and that is strike one.
He's looking for a strikeout or a ball on the ground for a double play to sort of calm this situation down.
That one
That's ball.
inside. Look out.
One ball, one strike. That's a ball.
First and second, no outs. And we're in the top half of the sixth. On the ground to first. Mountcastle toss to second. Relay to first. Double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Next to hit, Anthony Volpe. Inside corner at the knees for a strike. and misses. It's a strikeout. So one hit is all they get. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. The Yankees 4 and the Orioles 3. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan
Now
Yarbrough.
pitching for the
Still
New York
a lot
Yankees.
of game left, and this game could go
Number
either way.
33.
So this is a big opportunity
Ryan
for him to
Yarbrough.
get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
So digging
Leading
in,
off for the
Gunnar
Orioles,
Henderson.
The shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
In for a strike, and it's 0-1. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Mark Leiter Jr. getting ready to go. Hill, the lefty, warming up as well. On the ground, and it's just foul. That was close.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Next offering misses down and away. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Up the middle, Volpe on the run, sends it over to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
You expect to see shortstops make great plays, and it's especially important in a big moment like that. Nicely done.
And here's the catcher, Adley Rutschman, a switch hitter batting right. Outside. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Home team down a run here in the bottom of the 6th. Smoked on the ground to second. Jazz tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Ryan.
So now the Orioles cleanup hitter, Ryan O'Hearn. He's already homered in this game. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting because of tendencies a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Orioles held in check there. They still trail it here, 4-3. Back here in Baltimore, and now the catcher comes up to hit, Austin Wells. That pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1. Activity in the bullpen for Baltimore. Brian Baker, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Dominguez warming up as well. Liner, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now batting.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Laureano makes the grab, one away.
Now batting, third baseman, Oswald Peraza.
And next for New York, Oswald Peraza. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So When you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. And there's a ball.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
And a swing and a miss there. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Just off the inside corner, and it's 3-2. Into center and a base hit. Mullins whips it back in. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with one down.
Everything came together for him. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. 0 for 3 in this one. That pitch clips the outside corner. 0-1.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Two on, one out. That pitch gets the inside corner. No balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge, 1 for 3. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And another ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Wells, the lead runner at second. Peraza at first. 2 out of the inning. That one in there across the letters.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Cody Bellinger would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
And that is out of play. And with 2 outs and the count full, the runners will be on the move. Here's a high chopper. Mountcastle. He'll do it himself. That ends the inning as they squander a chance to pick up some insurance. 2 left on. 7th inning stretch time. The Yankees 4 and the Orioles 3. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Mark Leiter Jr.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Leading off for the Orioles.
1-run game. Ryan Mountcastle getting ready to hit.
Mountcastle.
First pitch misses.
1 ball, no strike.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Right through there for a strike. Breaking ball misses down and away. And it remains 2-2. To the right side, Chisholm tosses to first, and 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
So up next, Heston Kjerstad, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swings through that one.
No ball. 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Goldie. And he handles it himself for the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Ramon Urias, the next to hit for the Orioles. Check swing, no appeal. 1-0. Just missed.
That's a ball.
Holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. And he hits a ground ball right side. Over to Goldie. And the Orioles set down in order. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. Score holds at 4-3.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Brian Baker.
43.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, 1-run game. Here's Cody Bellinger.
His next home run will be the 200th in his career. It would be pretty cool to see it right here.
There's the strike.
You know, these Yankees, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat. And that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
And that one almost hit him. That one misses. It's 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Sets him down looking. That was pretty nasty. Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. And now it's even up. Movement in the Orioles bullpen. Yennier Cano, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
That one missed. And that's a strikeout looking. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
Well, that's great execution of the pitch right there, and the battery working together. Catcher does a nice job to present that to the umpire and get that call, 3rd strike.
Two outs, base is empty. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. 2 outs. And that's down and away.
1-1. 2 balls, 1 strike.
There's a swing and a drive. That one back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Tim Hill.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
So digging in, Jackson Holiday.
Now, this guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
And that's in for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Action in the pen down there. Devin Williams getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And there's one away.
Now batting, left fielder, Ramon.
Here's Ramon Laureano. Just missed. Swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field. Way back there to the warning track. Makes the catch.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Mullins stands in now and watches strike 1. Outside low, and now it's even 1-1. Swing and a foul out of play.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
2 down, nobody on, and it's even up. That one just misses. Gunnar Henderson waiting on deck if they extend the inning.
Plenty of pop in his bat, so he could give them the lead with 1 swing if he gets the chance.
And a payoff pitch. On the ground right side. Jazz tosses to first, and they get Mullins for the out. And now the center fielder, Trent Grisham. And that one misses up and in.
1-0.
And this one is off and running. And that's a little bit high. And the count now 2-0.
Well, second pitch of this game and already getting squeezed a little bit.
Grisham, a guy that understands the strike zone.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That one misses in the dirt. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Left-hand batter waits. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Aaron Judge at the plate. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Grisham aboard here at first with nobody out. Next offering is in for a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1-2.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And Judge is down on strikes.
If you can set up a good 2-strike splitter with the fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
1 down. Here comes Cody Bellinger. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
No ball, 1 strike.
Man at first, 1 away. Inside, just missed. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Runner, yes,
There goes the runner. Hit in the air, center field. Mullins settles under it. And there's 2 away.
Batting fourth, first baseman, Paul
Here's a look at Aaron Boone's lineup for the Yankees. This is one of the best teams in the league when it comes to drawing walks, Chris, so we'll probably see a very patient approach from them.
Yeah, Boogie, that's often what leads to a lot of runs scored. You get runners on base, you work that pitch count up for the opposing pitchers, and then you take advantage when they make mistakes. You get into that bullpen. You can tell that everyone up and down this lineup just comes in with a great plan of attack, a lot of patience, just like you said.
In the air, out towards left center. Reaching for it, makes the catch. Yanks nothing. Orioles coming to bat. You're dialed into the show. And we're back. And on the hill, Will Warren. What do we need to know here?
Well, that whip is just below the league average, and that's a good thing in this case, not allowing too many base runners. So on most days, he's going to go out there and compete and put his team in a position to win, and I expect to see that from him in this one today.
Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
Center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
That one's in there. 0-1.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. Got him looking. One gone, bottom half of the first. Gunnar Henderson now at the plate. Fastball is outside. Just off the inside edge.
Up.
One out, bases empty.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Off the mark there. And it's 3-2.
2 strike.
The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but
Batting
he wasn't
third,
exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Here's Adley Rutschman. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1. Henderson, the runner at first, with one gone in the inning.
Come on, let's keep it going.
Double play ball to second. There's one.
Got him.
On to Goldschmidt.
Yeah.
That's 2. Nothing for the Orioles in the first. On to the second from Baltimore. No score. And welcome back to the
Leading off for the
ballpark.
Yankees,
Second inning
second
set to go.
baseman,
Here's the
Jazz
second
Chisholm
baseman,
Jr.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. Knee high, that's in for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Got him swinging.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Stepping in, Anthony Volpe. And a strike in there. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Making the calls behind the plate in this one is Woody Keller.
Yeah, and Woody does a pretty good job back there, Boog. He's got a pretty fair strike zone most of the time. Maybe some inconsistency here or there, but usually he's back there doing a solid job.
2 strike.
And a breaking ball misses outside. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, Boog, they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
That one to first, Mountcastle takes it himself. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Austin Wells in the box now. No balls and a strike. Two outs. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Gets a piece and stays alive. 2 outs, base is empty. Gets a piece and it stays 0-2. And that one upstairs, ball 1. And down on strikes. And the Yanks go quietly. Nothing across here this half. Down to the bottom of the second. No score. Back now at Oriole Park. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit.
Designated hitter, Ryan O'Hearn.
Warren back to work. That's too low, and it's 1-0. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That one finds the zone. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Batting fifth, first
Here's
baseman,
Ryan Mountcastle.
Ryan Mountcastle.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Grisham settles under it. And there's 2 down.
Batting sixth, right fielder.
And next for the Orioles, Heston Kjerstad. Just missed. Late swing, foul to the left. Hit on the ground to the right side, and it goes just foul. Two down, nobody on. Got him looking. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Orioles held in check there. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here in Baltimore, top half of the third inning. And now here is Jason Dominguez. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Dominguez goes 5 feet 9 inches in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and he's usually in the outfield. Today he's the DH. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. That one is absolutely belted. Did one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Now the third baseman, Oswald Peraza. Right through there for a strike. That one fouled off. 0-2 now. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
Back to the top of the lineup, and now the center fielder, Trent Grisham. Throw to second, save. And that one fouled off. Man at second. Fouled off left side. Top of the third, no score. And he grounds one to the right side. Mountcastle to first in time. That takes care of Grisham.
Now batting, right fielder Aaron Judge.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's a big power threat. Aaron Judge. He's 0 for 1.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Inside, just missed. Dominguez on third with 2 out. Next offering misses. 2 balls, no strikes.
What's good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Cody Bellinger in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Cody
so
Bellinger.
2 outs with runners on the corners. Bellinger up to hit. Misses again, 5 in a row.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. And boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
Mullins squeezes it, and that's the 3rd out. Yanks strand a pair, and we are still scoreless. And we're back. Here's the third baseman, Ramon Urias.
Ramon Urias.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Judge makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Batting 8th, second baseman Jackson Holliday.
Now here is Jackson Holliday. Swung on, back it. Deep. That one went back there, and that one's going to land not so much here, but here. A solo shot. 3rd home run of the season. It's 1-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boone. Aggressive, and it paid off. anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
One out, base is empty. Laureano comes up to hit. Right through there for a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the last half of the third. That catches the corner.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
1 ball. 2 strike.
Pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Battling here as he fouls it away. Next offering is down low.
3-2.
Upstairs, and that is ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
So up next, Cedric Mullins.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. That one at the knees for a strike. Grounder might be 2. Not in time. He's safe.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Gunnar Henderson will hit next. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
But this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
To first, maybe a 2-ball. To Volpe at second for 1, and they bounce into 2 already. This one ends the third. Solo shot, and the O's draw first blood. It's now a 1-0 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. Paul Goldschmidt will climb in.
Paul Goldschmidt.
That one's upstairs, ball 1.
You know, these Yankees, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. That one felt good. It's 1-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball one.
But you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Top half of inning number 4. Foul ball there. In the dirt, 2-1.
2-1.
Just missed. And a seed into center. That's a base hit.
Now batting, shortstop.
Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. Little chopper rolls foul. And that one fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
The 0-2.
1 and 2.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. And the batter now Austin Wells. Caught looking his first time up. Pitch misses there. Ball 1. Chisholm at first, 1 gone. That's down and in.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Runner takes off. Pitch misses. Throw to second. Not in time. He's there easily. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
You know, Boog, it's been said these guys are savages in the box. You can see it right there with such tight plate discipline.
2 on, 1 out. Now up as the Yankees DH, Jason Dominguez. Doubled in his first AB. On the ground to third, might be 2. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. No throw, safe at first. And we'll see if it's an error.
Man, I was expecting 5-4-3 double play off the bat, but I think he just tried to be a little too quick there, especially when you think it's a pretty routine ball to handle. It's really easy to think ahead to the transfer and the throw before you actually bring it into your glove.
And here is Oswald Peraza. That one outside. 1-0. Bases loaded, 1 away.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
In the air, left field, down the line. Base hit, 1 run is in. Throw into third, he's in there.
Well, he was a little off balance. He got the front foot down, but was so great at keeping the hands back and allowed him still to get good wood to this baseball. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
Brandon Hyde out of the dugout now, and he's ready to make a move to the bullpen. Number 19 done for the night. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching.
The new
for the
pitcher in the
Orioles.
game, Keegan Aiken. He's
Number
been so good
45.
against lefties.
Keegan Aiken.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. And up next for New York, Trent Grisham. Golden opportunity right here. Late on that fastball.
0-1.
Second and third, 1 away. Close,
No,
but
that's a
called the
ball.
ball. 1-1. Activity in the bullpen for Baltimore. Gregory Soto is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Cano, the right-hander, also getting loose. Check swing, called strike. Good eye in that spot. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 away.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Here is Aaron Judge. He is struck out, and he is walked. Close one. Doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Two aboard, 2 outs. Pitch misses, and that's ball 2. And another ball. Cody Bellinger waiting to hit for the Yankees. Here's a 3-0. And they're all loaded up.
You get a walk, and you get a walk.
Now batting.
Everyone
left
gets a
fielder,
walk,
Cody
Boog.
Bellinger.
2 outs. Bases full. Here's the left fielder, Cody Bellinger. 0 for 2 in this one. On the ground, out to short. They limit the damage here. But 3 score in the inning. 2 of them on this 2-run double. It's now a 3-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back now at Oriole Park, and now the switch hitting catcher, Adley Rutschman.
Adley Rutschman.
And a first offering a fastball for a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Ball 1 there.
1-1.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Next pitch is outside. Left field. Bellinger sizing it up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Ryan
O'Hearn, the next to hit for the Orioles. Struck out swinging his first time. And that misses. And that's ball one.
1-0.
And misses inside.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
One down, base is empty. And there's a ball.
No strike.
And a four-pitch
That's 4.
walk.
Take your base.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
One gone, runner at first. Ryan Mountcastle, the next to hit for the Orioles. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Warren checks over to first, and he's back.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
Just missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
O'Hearn, the base runner at first with 1 out. A little out front there as he swings through it.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And that's outside. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Strike 3, went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Heston Kjerstad, the next to hit for the Orioles, struck out looking at his first at bat. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Fought off foul. Oh, 0-2 now, and that's outside. Caught him looking for the K. 1 left for the Orioles. Score holds. It's 3-1. Back here in Baltimore, all set for the start of the inning. And now the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Aiken back to work. Top of the zone for a called strike. Next pitch misses outside. And 1-1. And that drops in for a strike. Good eye right there.
2-2.
Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. And a good start to the inning. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. First pitch, and he just misses. Started after it. Appeal to third. No swing. Earl Hendricks with the call. Next offering is fouled back. Runner at first with no outs here. Runner on the go. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, when you throw the same pitch back-to-back, that's how you want to do it. Set him up in the strike zone, then extend a little bit from there and see if you can get him to chase. Nicely done with the slider right there.
And now the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness. Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
And now it's 1-2. In the air, left side. Laureano settles under it, makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, catcher Austin Wells.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. And the slider just misses. Two outs. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
That misses, and it's 2-1. Now one miss.
1 strike.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
They just keep handing out gifts, Boog. Were we supposed to bring something?
See, I think just our presence is the present. First and second, 2 outs. And now Jason Dominguez, 1 for 2. First pitch just misses. Goldie at second. Wells on at first with 2 down. And there's a foul ball. Two on, 2 outs. In the air, left field. Right there is Laureano. Nabs it. And that is that. No runs, a hit, 2 left. Last half of the 5th coming up. Yankees 3 and the Orioles 1. And we're back. John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton and set to get us started. Bottom 5. Ramon Urias. And that's outside. And that is ball 1.
You know, these Orioles, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They really haven't worked many deep counts or long at-bats, and that's fine if you're having a lot of success, but at this point, I think it's time to make an adjustment.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Now batting.
Jackson Holiday, the next to hit for the Orioles. He's already homered here in this one.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the third or fourth pitch of just about every at-bat.
Just missed.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. He's in at second with a one-out double.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that.
He absolutely ripped that ball out front and almost got it out of here, man. Just a really strong, balanced swing, and a fraction of an inch different on the bat, and it is probably out of here.
Here's Ramon Laureano. He reached on a walk his first time. Now a check on him at second, back safely.
You know, Boog, if you're that base runner at second base, you want to be quiet out there. Not bouncing around, not distracting your teammate, the hitter. Make sure that he can clearly focus on that pitcher and that release point.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. 2 away.
Now batting, center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Cedric Mullins.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Grisham drop step going back. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. We're through 5. Yankees 3 and the Orioles 1.
Now pitching.
We're back,
for the
and they make a
Orioles.
change to start the 6th.
Number
The new pitcher,
78.
Yennier Cano.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Oswald Peraza digs in now.
Third baseman, Oswald Peraza.
And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Yankees doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. You have to be impressed with how they're going about things at the plate. They're drawing 1 walk per inning right now. I drew 1 walk per month during my career. And yeah, a lot of the blame for those walks goes to the mound, but I credit these players for not getting anxious and fed up. They're staying disciplined, which is easier said than done sometimes.
Cano, in his 3rd season, he features a sinker, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a 4-seamer. One down, base is empty. Lifted in the air, out to left. Laureano makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, right fielder, Aaron Judge.
It's Aaron Judge now. A couple of walks and a strikeout. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. And that's in there for strike 1.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
The 1-1.
That's out the corner.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Next offering is fouled back. And that one is downstairs. Ball 3.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the three-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Outside, and that is ball 4.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
And here comes Bellinger. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. That misses, and that's ball 1. And that one hit to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. Yankees 3 and the Orioles 1. Bottom of the 6th, and into the box for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. Gets the outside corner with that one. Activity in the bullpen. Mark Leiter Jr. appears to be getting loose. Hill, a left-hander, also throwing. And a foul ball. Inside. Now 1-2. Way high.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Got him swinging, and he's up to 7 strikeouts. Now the catcher up to hit, Adley Rutschman.
Adley Rutschman.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The Yankees trying to protect a 2-run lead here in the bottom of the 6th. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
And now the DH, Ryan O'Hearn. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We're through 6 full. Yankees 3 and the Orioles 1.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Matt Bowman.
51.
He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again.
Bowman.
And here's Paul Goldschmidt. He's already homered in this game.
First baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Just missed.
That's a ball. 1 ball, no strike.
Headed towards the corner. Kerstead on the move towards the line. Nice grab on the run. One away.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
Chisholm batting with one down, takes a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
0-2.
That's outside. 1-2 the count.
1-2.
That one to first. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Still able to get it there in time. So a tough play, but they do get out number 2. Anthony Volpe getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
That two-seam fastball is usually coupled with a slider away, and when a hitter's conscious of the pitch in, it's hard for him to cover middle away, and that's where a pitcher can really finish off that batter.
Here's a 1-1. The shortstop takes the ball. Two balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Brings it in for the 3rd out. No runs, no hits, no errors. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. Yankees 3 and the Orioles 1.
Now pitching for the
We're
New
back
York
in a new
Yankees.
pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th.
Number
Mark
56.
Leiter Jr. And he has
Mark
some
Leiter
nasty
Jr.
breaking stuff. Now at the plate,
Leading off
Ryan
for the Orioles,
Mountcastle.
First baseman, Ryan Mountcastle.
There's the strike.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Tap foul at the plate. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Goldie makes the grab, 1 down.
Now batting, right fielder,
Heston Kjerstad now at the plate.
Heston Kjerstad.
To third. Peraza fires over to first. And a couple of quick outs.
That play won't be trending on social
Now
media
batting,
later on,
third
but it's
baseman,
still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a
Urias.
lot harder than it looks, partner.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Ramon Urias. And it's fouled away. The Orioles down by a pair here at the bottom of the 7th. Ground ball right side, Chisholm. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. So they go quietly there. We look ahead to inning number 8. Yankees 3 and the Orioles 1.
Now pitching
Welcome
for the
back,
Orioles.
and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Gregory
Number
Soto.
65.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Here's the Yankees
Leading
catcher
off for
now,
the Yankees,
Austin Wells.
Catcher, Austin Wells.
Swinging a foul straight back. He swings and fouls one off. A little bit low. Going to count 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from the same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Dominguez stands in now and watches strike 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Ryan Baker is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Ground ball, left side, and foul ball. And a 1-2 towards first, Mountcastle. He steps on the bag. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Third baseman, Oswald Peraza.
2 down, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Oswald Peraza. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. Snap throw to first. And he's back in safely. And there's a strike.
0-1.
This one in the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. Peraza leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That's off the inside corner, and it's 2-1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
2 outs. That one fouled off. 2-2. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. And that is that. The Yanks lead 1 as the lead remains 3-1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Tim Hill.
Now pitching for the New York Yankees. Number 41, Tim Hill.
Now it's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday.
Second baseman, Jackson Holliday.
That clips the inside corner for a strike. Movement in the Yankees pen. Devin Williams getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. And now 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Ramon Laureano, the next to hit. Ripped to right. Full extension makes the catch.
It's hard to believe a man that large is that athletic. Just a great diving catch by Aaron Judge. And when he hits the ground, everybody feels it.
And next for the Orioles, Cedric Mullins. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. That one pushed to the left and foul. Two down, nobody on, and ball one.
Now this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
Stays alive.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. So they make short work of him there. Through 8 full, Yankees 3 and the Orioles 1.
Now pitching.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Ryan Baker.
Ryan Baker.
Here comes Aaron Judge. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side. And the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. And that one upstairs, ball one. Baker measures 6 feet 6 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count even at 1. Action in the pen down there. Sir Anthony Dominguez preparing to come on if needed. Judge gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Judge on the run. And that one fouled off. The 1-2. That one just misses.
Didn't get the result he wanted, but that's a nice pitch right there.
That one misses. And the count's full.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Laureano pulls that one down, and there's one down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Here is Goldschmidt. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Next offering is in for a strike. And they'll do it again. That missed by a lot. And it's 1-2. high fly ball lifted in the air right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Good guy to have right in the middle of your infield, right in the middle of your lineup.
Ball 1, no strikes. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. 1-2. On a bounce right side, Holiday on to first, and that is that. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the 9th. Yankees 3 and the Orioles 1. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Devin Williams.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
The shortstop,
Gunnar Henderson digs in now.
Henderson.
That one outside, and it's 1-0. And another ball.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
2-0. Outside. And there's ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
They're not ready to go home quite yet.
Up next for
Digging
the
in,
Orioles,
Adley Rutschman.
catcher, Adley Rutschman.
First offering, and it just misses. The tying run at the plate. In the dirt, blocked, and the runner holds. Next pitch in for a strike, and a count 1-2. And that's outside. And that's downstairs. And a full count now.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
Tying run at the plate. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, and he got him. 1 away. He's 2 outs
Now
away.
batting,
Ryan
the
O'Hearn,
designated
the
hitter,
next to hit for the Orioles.
Ryan O'Hearn.
First pitch misses. And downstairs, Chris with that distraction and a speedy guy at first. He's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Ryan Mountcastle in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And the tying run is on base.
Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. They're in some hot water trying to protect this lead.
Here in the bottom of the ninth, 1 out. Ryan Mountcastle getting ready to hit. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. There's a strike.
0-1.
Trying to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the ninth. Off the plate inside, and the count even 1-1. Swing and a ball popped in the air, and it's a foul ball.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Double play ball to second. Over to Goldie. And the Orioles down to their final out.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Heston Kjerstad now at the plate. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
That one kicks away from the catcher, but no advance from the runners. 2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the ninth. And fouled off. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-1. So the tying run at second. And that is out of play.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
1 strike away. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. With the winning run at the plate. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Wells down to first, and that'll do it as they complete the strikeout to end it.
Well, we saw a lot of good pitching and defense in this ball game, and when you have a low-scoring game, it's imperative that the players stay on their toes, ready to make plays behind their pitcher, and they did exactly that. It's an excellent win. Everyone goes in the clubhouse feeling really good about themselves.
And your final 3-1.